the informative kind of teaching because that is my specialty. From what he said, I just learned now that I'm just an informative kind of speaker. Do you get that? Yes, so, let's start the history. How did it start? I was in secondary school. We had an account teacher, and she's not good. She cannot prepare us for WAEC. So I and two other friends decided to start teaching our mates accounting. So I told my teacher, as the class captain, "Madam, come again. We are all right." I said, "You are all right." She's the only teacher to teach from SS1 down to SS3, and my school only SS1 is over 2,000.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, as only SS1. So, you are thinking, how possible is it? Okay, it's A to X. A to X, and in each of the classes, we have a minimum of 80. So, you know the kind of school it is already, right? Alright, you know, right? I don't need to mention the village. Alright, so I told her not to come again, and I decided with two other friends to start teaching. So we leave the class and we go to the laboratory, we sit our friends and we start teaching them. I think that was my first time of facing a crowd. My class is about, I think we're 70. Okay, yeah, we're 70 in both classes. At some point we were DE, then later we were C, SS3C. I think on SS3 I was fully involved. I started teaching my mates, preparing them for life. And over the time, I have seen reactions from audience. Maybe looking at your face, I can know when you are not following. I can, by virtue of experience, and which means I can date it back to 2015. But I'm not saying I'm experienced in public speaking since then. But since then, I have been in the teaching mission. All right, do we get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming down to 4 years, I was a secondary school teacher throughout. Before I came to 4 years. Coming down to 4 years, I became a tutor. I knew. And by God's grace, in this gathering, the first set I taught, one of them is here. The way I mentioned it now, she's surprised. Can you celebrate it like this? She was one of the first set of people I ever taught in 4 years. Alright. Do you have an answer? No. But when I saw her, a memory came back. Right. Now, when I was to go to the class, I was to teach those that are either my set or above me, because then we don't have 400 level yet in accounting. And as a result, you need a level of confidence. To stand before people that are not your mates or your mates, they must see that people care about value. If people are not getting value, they don't give you attention. So I have a focus given to me by the speaker. So number one, let's talk about stage fright. The fear of public speaking is stage fright. Simple. A lot of persons drop out of school. A lot of persons don't take things because they are afraid of audience. Some persons cannot face two people. Once is not one-on-one. If they don't know you before, they can't face you. But really, it's not true. There is stage fright. Yes, I accept. But you have the ability not to see it. You have the ability to doubt your thoughts. Do you get what I'm saying? If your thoughts, if you feel like I can't do it, you have the ability to think I can do it. So I will permit me to check from my notes where I wrote that. Alright, the fact that you are prepared for a message or a speaking does not mean you won't experience stage fright. Take that off. Proper preparation does not take away stage fright. Alright? Though proper preparation boosts your self-confidence, but it does not take away stage fright. There are medical ways to correct stage fright. There are medical ways, there are natural ways, but I recommend, as a Christian, to rely on the Holy Spirit. Do you get that? Okay. So what are the ways? What are the basic things you're expected to do to take away your stage fright? Number one, stop scaring yourself with thoughts about you. Sometimes when I stand before an audience, what I really want to know is, what is their view about me? So if I stand before students, what is their view? Stop scaring yourself with thoughts about you. You should be conscious of yourself, but whenever there is fear, then if it's about you, like you are thinking, when I stand before students, I have the option of feeling low self-esteem, because I am standing before people that most of their parents are sponsoring them, they are big guys, and I am sponsoring myself. I sponsor myself too. So I can feel lower than I am. But the first thing I feel is, before I can decide to say yes to this task, it means I have the capacity to do it. So even if they doubt me, by the end of that teaching, they won't have the ability to doubt me again, because by performance, they can see that this person is able. Now before me lies many tutors that have taught there, and they didn't get value for money. And so, as a result, when I came in, the students thought this one would just be like the usual kind of tutor that just come and read book and leave. I care about everyone in my audience. If you are not following and I notice, I'll look for something to catch your attention. Do you get what I'm saying? I care about, except if I'm not making eye contact with you. If I'm looking too much at my notes, I might not be able to look up. But I really care, especially when it's a small audience. Why? Because when you, now he's scratching or he's holding his shirt. Holding his shirt, as I'm thinking, I'm talking, but I also want to know, is it related to what I'm doing? Then is there something I need to correct? Yes, it's right for you to think about your audience, but it's wrong for you to think too much about you when you are speaking before them. Do you get that at all?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Refuse to think thoughts that create self-doubt. Self-doubt. Okay, prepare well for whatever you want to do. Prepare well. After my first two teachings, I stopped preparing for classes as per professional tutor. So when I go to class, there's a learning material. When I go to class, I don't hold notes, I don't hold textbook, I just go in. What are we studying today? And there are times I make mistakes because I don't check topics to teach. Now, it's not pride here. I'll still balance this. I'm not being proud here, I'm just saying the truth. After our set and the sets that followed, after year 2020, I don't look at textbooks to teach again. I just go to class. And there are times I make mistakes. Why? Because I don't prepare. The students might not know that I have made mistakes, but once I realize, I balance it up by correcting the mistake, even if I don't clearly spell it out as a mistake. Do you get what I'm saying? When you don't prepare well, you have chances of losing the audit. Now, students, I had an assistant tutor, and he was teaching them, but they were getting it. There's a place of you. How do I say the problem was facing with them? They felt like what you are saying, we know. Is it that we totally know already, or we don't know at all? So, eventually, don't downplay the place of charisma. As a public speaker, charisma is needed. Even leaders, we have charismatic leaders. Some persons tell me that even your gestures alone, I remember them in the exam, and I will remember what was right. Because there is a way you did your hand that day that I just remember that. Do you get what I'm saying? There's just a way you did your hand that day that I just remember that topic, and though I did not read it, but I remember that teaching. Charisma matters as a public speaker. Do you get what I'm saying? A voice is directly passing an information, the right man passing the information. An echo is copying another one. Like, you can copy someone, I can copy JD so much that I will lose sight of myself. As a public speaker, celebrate your uniqueness. Don't watch somebody too much and forget the place of the unique you. Do you get what I'm saying at all? Okay, I won't go more. Okay, let me give you also a very good example. If you have gone to a Muslim preaching before, you will see an imam and an echo. So when the imam said, you come back. I know what I'm saying. He is repeating what the speaker said, but it's not the voice. Do you get what I'm saying now? Okay, I want to explain deeper than. Okay, eloquence is needed as a speaker. Eloquence is very, very needed. Why? It catches attention. If I want to speak to certain persons and my combination of words is wrong, some persons that know about it, they just feel somehow. Some persons that are professional seem like they are better than you, would not just listen to you again. Eloquence is very, very needed. Some persons don't. There are 4 stages in public speaking. I think I had it somewhere in my journal. Let me take that. Alright, there are 4 stages in public speaking. Number 1 is preparation. Number 2 is practice. Number 3 is presentation. And number 4 is performance. What led me there is grammar. It is not wrong. Okay, the 4. Let me take the 4 again. 4 stages in public speaking. Number 1 is preparation. Number 2 is practice. Number 3 is presentation. And then number 4 is performance. At some time, I was telling my media people that I love to use visuals a lot. Visual aids. Like I'm trying to pass an information, I can have a picture of what I'm trying to pass across so that it can stick. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes when it is too much of theories, you tend not to remember. When it is too much of words. But when it is images stick better. So if you are a public speaker and you are an informative one, if you can work on getting images, it will help you so much with passing the information so easily, the people get it. Okay, so number 1, as a public speaker, you should learn to improve your speaking skills. Under communication skills, I think we have about 4 skills: listening skills, speaking skills. Okay. I've forgotten. Writing skills. Just the one before. And reading skills. One of it is speaking. So if you're a public speaker, you need to improve your speaking skills. Read books. Read books, you learn new words. Listen to men of like minds. Do you know that merely listening can help your communication? I'm a living example. Merely listening to men that are eloquent can help you. Why? Because as you listen to them, it's not like you are copying them, but there is something that drops in your subconsciousness. There's a way they speak that they pass across to you. Some persons feel like, I went to public school. We are not at any advantage to read and learn. But there is a place of personal decision that, okay, I noticed at some points that I can't speak English well. So I decided that from my henceforth, when I want to communicate, I will only communicate in English. Even if I blow blunders, I'm ready to be corrected. Because if I continue this way, with like only Yoruba something. So I decided, I told all my friends, from now henceforth, I will only be communicating with you in English. I will make mistakes and blow blunders, but I will not care. Your background does not matter. You can still be a public speaker. Do you get what I'm saying now? Okay? Listen to men of like minds. Learn how to improve yourself. We are in a digital age. You should not want to pronounce certain words and pronounce them wrongly before an audience. It's wrong. You want to pronounce, what are those words that are popularly mispronounced? Sachet. Sometimes, the way you did your orientation, sachet. If you come here and drop sachet on the top, the way the people just, yes, they laugh, but there's a place they just feel like, this guy is. There are certain gatherings they won't want you to be. So sometimes when I see new words, what do? We are in a digital age. I pick up my dictionary and listen to how it is being pronounced. Okay. Good grammar catches attention. What's the last thing? I think I have one more thing here. How many minutes? I'm sorry, I did not check the time at all. 5 minutes. Okay, I think I just have one more. Alright. I'm not gifted to speak on this, but I'll just say something on it. Time management. As a public speaker, respect the time of the audience. Respect their time so much. When there is, for example, I'm talking about time here. Yes, in church, there's a place of spirit outbursts, but outside the world of the church, men care so much about their time. Once you don't, there are certain speakers that just go on to just pass information. They are not time conscious. They just say anything and just feel like you are just seated here. There is nowhere you can go. No. As a public speaker, I care about the time of your people. I have 2 hours to teach a class. I devote at least 30 minutes out of that time to play around, to take the people out of the topic and bring them back to the topic. Do you get what I'm saying? Why did I do that? Sometimes too much seriousness causes them not to even understand. So whenever I get to class and I give them, I am just rushing. A particular day, some persons laughed at me and they got me angry. So I decided this class I'm going to, no laughing. I'll be serious with them. So I go to class, everybody sit up. They knew that day I was serious, but they did not get one thing. Because they were used to the playful Mr. Mike. So sometimes when you see that your audience are not really following, take them out of that thing you are discussing. Bring them to the area of interest and bring them back. Do you get that? Alright, I think I have covered that, right?
How many is appreciating Mike? If they are doing that for you, you can do better. Okay.
Alright, since I still have long stage management, I don't like speakers that stick to one place, especially when they have freedom to move around. Sometimes when the eye is too fixed at a point, there's a kind of tiredness that falls on you. So if you're a speaker that, what I'm saying now, can you relate to this at all? So when you're a speaker that has the freedom to move around, manage your stage, use the entire stage. Like, use the entire, walk up and down, pace here and here, so that the eyeball of the people can go like this, and then they are still with you. Fixing your eye at one thing for a very long time, and the person in the audience gets tired. So sometimes some people just want to lighten up their eye, they just bring out their phone. Why? Because the speaker engaging them have refused to engage in probably pacing up and down, walking here and there when he is allowed to. Alright, thank you.